For a man serving his final term as the country's head of state, with only 3 years to make or break his legacy, President Uhuru Kenyatta is a man walking a tightrope. A tough state of affairs complicated by politics of his succession, and which has taken an ugly turn starring his deputy William Ruto. And opposition chief Raila Odinga, as recently evidenced by Odinga's close associate and CS Senator James Orengo's recent threat to institute Ruto's impeachment.
The threshold for the removal of the deputy president on constitutional grounds is much lower than going through a criminal trial or a criminal prosecution.
Ukiona runinga, ukisoma gazeti, ni Ruto pande hii na Ruto pande ile. Lakini mimi nitasimama imara. Kwa sababu hawa wangwana hakuna kitu watanifanyia.
In the heat of this storm, President Kenyatta appeared to call for truce when he visited Ruto's office at a time the Ruto-Odinga allies were embroiled in a bitter verbal crossfire that has come to characterize the Kenyatta succession politics. In the recent past, Ruto has been in lamentation mood over the renewed war on graft, which his camp claims is a backroom conspiracy to finish him and deflate his 2022 wheels to State House.
Good evening.
But is President Kenyatta's silence in the wake of his deputy's outcry a mere coincidence? Or has the president lost control of the country's politics post the March 9th, 2018 cooperation deal with Odinga?
Even a young kid, class 4-5, can tell you that the attacks directed against Raila Odinga are actually meant for Uhuru Kenyatta. And you know, it can't be otherwise. Some of the things they are saying are happening to them. Like somebody ordering the DCI. Who has the power to order the DCI? It can only be the president.
Raila Odinga is trying to test waters to feel exactly what the Kenyans feel about the deputy president. And that is what they are doing now. Unfortunately, what they don't realize is that the deputy president and the president are an item. And when you are attacking the deputy president and showing no confidence in him, what you're simply saying is that you have no confidence in Jubilee. They just do not have the guts to tell the president.
Ironically, this war of words escalated on the same day the president extended the mandate of the Building Bridges Task Force by 5 months. But will this team jointly co-picked by Kenyatta and Odinga to seek solutions on, among other issues, ethnic antagonism, inclusivity and lack of national ethos, really deliver on its mandate amid the raging political acrimony?
Whenever we have a committee that is going around the country collecting views, we will have politicians seizing those moments to make political statements. If we can be able to dispense with this issue within 5 months, bring the issue to Parliament by the end of about 8 months, we are through and we agree on the roadmap forward. I think to me will be okay.
The time is sufficient from the work plan that we have calculated to be. We should have the report by 30th of September actually, because the last 1 month is intended to just wind up the operations of the task force.
That 9-point agenda, has never been brought to the attention of the Jubilee members of Parliament. So from where I sit, it is foreign. It's not known to me. The BBI too is not foreign. The thing that I have officially is the Big Four.
Is being played.
The BBI report is widely expected to either deflate or escalate recent debate about likely amendment of the Constitution.
We have no issue with the referendum, but we have issues with conmanship and deceit. If you tell us that it was agreed in the handshake that there will be a mass referendum, that is not true.
His outbursts are limited to his obsession with the 2022 elections. And I think in my very humble opinion, and in the goodness of this nation, and if God can hear us, he should give us any other president other than William Ruto.
God bless you. Nevertheless, with the Kenyatta succession politics already at a fever pitch, the prevailing political environment presents a complex time for the president as he steers his final term, with the Building Bridges Task Force report expected by the end of October. A 5-month extension, well, 6 months and a few weeks for the BBI team to complete their mandate and file a report. But with the raging succession politics, the coming days no doubt present an interesting time for the team as the 2022 political drumbeats intensify. Murimi Mwangi, KTN News in Nairobi.